Hi, I am Dr. Harita. So today we'll be discussing about two things. Firstly, if you are planning to get pregnant for a long time and if it is not happening, when to see an infertility specialist for getting pregnant. Let us see, it depends upon the age and from the time that you are trying for. So if anybody is less than 30 years of age and if you are trying for more than a year and if it is not happening, then you should see an infertility specialist or fertility specialist, I must say. And if anybody has already known medical conditions or any known fertility issues, like, or if you have undergone any surgeries for ovarian thing and any uterine anomalies or anything, if you have already have a diagnosis, then treat your specialist a little prior. If your age is more than 30, or if you're then in such cases you'll have to see a fertility specialist if you're trying for more than 6 months and if it is not happening. What is the evaluation that is required if somebody is going for a treatment of fertility? How do you know that things are normal or things are abnormal? So, firstly, we'll talk about the male part of it and then the female part of it. Firstly, as and when we speak about fertility or infertility treatments, all the time it is more of females than males. That is what people speak about. But do you know that 30% of the infertility cases are because of male infertility? What is the evaluation that is required for males? One thing, first and the most important thing which is required for in case of males is semen analysis. You should get a semen analysis done for the male patient and see if it is normal. Only then the male infertility factor or the male fertility factor is ruled out. So when coming to the female counterpart, what are the tests that you'll have to do and what are we looking for? Firstly, whenever somebody comes to a fertility clinic, first and foremost thing that you do is you see a scan. You do a scan and see if the uterus is normal, if there is any uterine anomaly or if there is any abnormality in the uterus like fibroids, and how is the endometrium, how is the lining, or if there is any fibroids or adenomyosis. That is one thing that we see. And second thing is ovaries. In ovaries, on scan we see for the AFCs, antral follicle count. We'll see if they are normal or not. In few patients, even when the age is less than 30, less than 25, the number of AFCs is very low. There might be some 2 or 3, or sometimes they are not there also, and they might not get periods properly. They are not regular. They don't have regular cycles. Such cases we call it as premature ovarian failure. So in any case, to say that the AFCs are normal, they should have minimum of 8 to 10 AFCs on each side. So that is the ultrasound. So what else that we have to do other than an ultrasound is a hormonal test. We'll have to see few hormones to say that the ovarian reserve is normal. First and foremost thing, or the most important test that we do, is AMH, which is anti-Mullerian hormone. This says about the quantity of ovarian reserve which is left out. If the AMH value is normal, in such cases we can tell that the antral follicle counts will be normal even without doing a scan. Like, we expect it to be normal. In cases with PCOS, this AMH will be on a higher side, usually more than 5. So if not for AMH, the other hormones that we usually get done is thyroid stimulating hormone or TSH, and the other one is prolactin. Prolactin is important in case of infertility because whenever the value of prolactin is high, follicles might grow but they would not ovulate. The prolactin value is very high, it inhibits ovulation, which causes amenorrhea and also causes infertility. For anybody who is undergoing infertility treatment, we'll have to see that the TSH value is normal and the thyroid is optimized. So if you have an issue with conceiving and if you are trying for a long time, see an infertility specialist nearby you and see and get a scan done, see if the uterus and the follicles are normal. Get blood tests and see if your hormones are normal, and get your partner tested to see if his semen analysis is normal. Once if all these are normal, if you get all these reports and once you know a diagnosis, you can treat your condition better and it will help you in having better results.